MAHB had a bumper first quarter as earnings more than tripled. Net profit stood at 62 million ringgit from just 17 million ringgit a year ago. Profit before tax surged 161.5% to 99.9 million ringgit thanks to its Malaysian operations. However, it was dragged down by performance in its overseas operation, particularly with collective loss at its Turkey-based airports climbing by 37.3% to 106 million ringgit. Revenue came in at 1.09 billion ringgit, up 7.3% from previous 1.02 billion. Looking ahead, MAHB says Malindo Air, AirAsia and Malaysia Airlines are offering more seat capacity, reflecting a confidence in the industry outlook. And with the level of tourism interest expected to increase thanks to the upcoming Southeast Asian Games and the Visit ASEAN at 50 tourism campaign, the airline's operator says the 6.5% growth rate target for airports in Malaysia is attainable. Digi saw a weaker first quarter as the prepaid business remained challenging due to poor consumer sentiment and the weak ringgit. Its postpaid segment, however, remained solid, as did internet revenue. Earnings came in at 373 million ringgit, down 6% from 399 million ringgit. Revenue stood at 1.57 billion ringgit, down by 4.8% from 1.6 billion ringgit. It declared a 4.7-cent dividend. Digi currently has 11.8 million subscribers to date, with 8 million of them being active internet subscribers. Going forward, CEO Albert Murty says Digi will continue to invest in innovating to deliver quality service experience on its 4G Plus network, digital services and solutions for on-the-go users, and excellent customer experience. PM Najib says inclusive economic growth is key to curbing the rise of extremism. Speaking in Manila, Najib said ASEAN was posting strong growth, with the economy expected to reach over $9.2 trillion by 2050. That would make it the fourth largest in the world. But that growth needed to be equitable, says Najib, as those who see no hope in their own societies are more prone to exploitation by terrorists. The PM also spoke of the wave of extreme populism felt in other parts of the world, such as Europe, where a neglected underclass overturned elections and political systems. He says this is why Malaysia's focus has been on ensuring that growth is both sustainable, inclusive, and, if possible, equitable. US prosecutors are reportedly investigating a link between ex-Goldman Sachs banker Tim Leissner and politically connected Malaysians, including Jho. Leissner is, of course, the person who was responsible for managing the investment bank's relationship with 1MDB. Citing sources, Bloomberg reports that the US officials are asking in particular whether money was sent from a Leissner link account to any entity controlled by someone tied to the Malaysian government. The US's probe is part of a globe-spanning effort which includes Switzerland, Singapore and most recently Italy. Back home, opposition lawmaker Tony Phua is calling for a second look into 1MDB's financials following arbitration settlement with Abu Dhabi's IPIC. The DAP MP urged Second Finance Minister Johari Abdul Ghani to get the Auditor General and the PAC to examine the settlement, as the fund will be responsible for all future interest and principal payments for its two bonds. He says this is important as 1MDB's financials involves taxpayers' money. AirAsia X carried 33% more passengers in the first quarter this year as it sees stronger demand for travel across all segments. In a statement today, the company said it carried 1.4 million passengers on the back of a 28% increase in capacity. Load factor also rose by 2% to 84%, while passenger traffic climbed 33% to about 7 million. In a statement today, it said Indonesia AirAsia X's A330 service remains suspended as part of a network restructuring in order to improve operational efficiencies. The long-haul budget airline took delivery of one additional aircraft during the quarter, increasing the fleet size to 30 Airbus. As for its Thai segment, load factor stood at 94% as all routes performed better during the quarter. Moving forward, the airline remains prudent in its expansion plan and will continue to explore strategic initiatives and strengthen its position in core markets.